busier than in peak summer season, and only a day before the orange windstorm alert. You can actually see the first clouds coming to the area, but this ain't scaring people away. Just look on the beach. This does feel like summer never stopped and the peak season might still be here. Welcome back to the channel Benidorm by Anna, and welcome to another Benidorm 4K walking tour down the Levante beach. We start today's video right next to the Wild Duck Sports Bar. We'll let you enjoy the views, obviously, and give you some useful information about the latest information we have for you guys, so that you would be able to see what Benidorm looks like right now, last weekend, before we will be back to school, back to the normality, our typical jobs, and vacational period will officially be over from now onwards. Even so, it doesn't seem like it, because the Levante beach, at least the beginning of it, is full of parked mobility scooters. So many people are having a walk towards the end of the beach. There's a lovely doggy out here. And this is why we say that it is absolutely packed up. It is busier than it was some of the days in August. How is that even humanly possible? Not sure, but the truth is this. Really busy Levante beach. And actually, the curious thing is that we are having the windstorm alert. There's supposed to be quite a strong wind this weekend. In some parts of Spain it will be raining, but at least Castellón already is in the orange alert due to strong waves, strong wind, and people that go to the beach while they're alerted, they should not be swimming because waves are really high. Here we have the alert, and at some points of the day in some specific parts of Benidorm, the wind was very strong. Right now, it's not the case, at least here by the beach, because it's all open surface. So we will see what's gonna be happening. Maybe towards this evening or tomorrow, it's when we will have slightly more clouds and some wind. We'll see how it goes. Just a little bit of wind you can see every now and then. See, but not as many. The boat is picking up all those who finished the cable ski and bringing them back to the platform, so they could go back to the beach and finish up the excursion, like the actual activity. Nearby Bikini Beach Bar here, quite busy, quite a lot of people. People are even wearing umbrellas, which we also do actually this year for the first time ever. We've purchased an umbrella for the sunshine, the specific one, like many people from Asia are using, but we've gotten a big one. It is both for the sun and for the rain. So it's great whenever it's so hot. We are going with the umbrella and it makes us feel slightly better on the sun. But this is for peak summer months, for heat waves, etc. Right now it is quite nice. So we do not think we will be needing the umbrella this year any longer. It is lovely to be outside. The wind comes every now and then. And I do feel like all these clouds do start to come slowly but surely to the region. It's still going to be sunny probably today, the rest of the day. But this weekend, we don't know what's going to be happening. Maybe the wind will shift and it's going to be gorgeous here. Maybe not, but we will keep you updated with all the latest information that we can here on the channel, as we usually do. Meanwhile, we're still enjoying the Levante beach. Quite a lot of people, and still quite a lot of people, get these paid sunbeds. Obviously, the last rows almost never are used, rarely, depending on the area. But here you can see plenty of these are just without any kind of people, without any kind of visitors or tourists on them. It's just too many of those. And hopefully next year for the summer season, it's going to be way better and there's going to be less sunbeds here on the beach. I know it's a profitable business, we get it, but not only locals but also tourists said that it is a little bit too much. Let us know what your thoughts are, but I think the vast majority of those who answered this question last time did mention that it's a little bit too much, even though it is convenient and comfortable a lot of the times. But all the best places are occupied by paid sunbeds, and this is a public beach. Everyone should be able to enjoy it, and you cannot, because you cannot put your towel where you want to, because it's being occupied by these paid sunbeds. So yeah, maybe next year we will be lucky and there's gonna be slightly less of those. Quite a bit of people here in the nearby bars. It is midday when we're filming this video. It is around 2 p.m. And all the beach terrace, these are our friends, the people who work in this place. And look at that, there's a giant lobster. Giant lobster out there. Very nice place. They have breakfast, English one, Scottish one even. Ooh, that's interesting. Veggie breakfast, drinks, snacks, shots, bucket deals. Some police cars back again. Did they arrest someone, or are there police officers on the back? I don't think they would be opening up a window if they've arrested someone. I feel like there's someone who they know in the back of this car. Probably. So quite an atmosphere here by the beach. Wow, that's interesting. Oh, look at that. The Sol Beach Terrace and Bar also put some colorful flags here because they are participating in the Benidorm Pride. There's an ambulance as usual here on this crossroad right here by the beach. There's always an ambulance. There's also an SOS point right there. This like booth, striped white and red booth. This is where the lifeguards usually are. That's like the main point, one of the main points. And from here, the ambulance moves quickly in question of a minute to any point of the beach, either this side or the other one. It's more or less strategically oriented to be almost in the middle of the beach, which is great because if something happens, they are able to come quite efficiently towards the beach, and it might save people's lives. So we're really happy that there is fixed ambulances in this particular area. These are called like marine safety ambulances. These are not like the governmental typical ambulances, but it's all the same. It's of another company, let's say it like this. Quite a bit of people here. Honestly, us locals, we don't even go to the beach that often because we don't have time to. We have it here nearby and we just don't use it that often. We don't come here quite often. It is still too busy, especially right now as we see it, but you can comfortably walk down the beach. As you can see, there's more than 1.5 meters of space between the water and where people actually are at. There's some algae here, but that is typical. There's also some stones which end up, you see where the people are, like right there at the end where the people are. That is because there's no stones there. It is very convenient. It is nice because there's no stones. The stones are right here by the beginning of the beach. So if you want to avoid them, that's where you should go. It is not deep there whatsoever. And that's what a lot of people are actually doing. And if you do not want stones and you don't want to be far away from the seashore, which is also good and thoughtful of you, you can go towards the Old Town Beach, My Pass, or the Poniente Beach, which is the one that does not have, luckily to us, stones inside of the water. Crystal clear water, just sand and some fish that you can observe if you bring your goggles, your water mask. You can actually see some quite big fish, honestly, out there. If you're lucky, maybe some jellyfish or something else, but usually there's just some small fish going about and around. And it's a very nice beach, very recommended, honestly, to go. It's our preferred beach instead of the Levante one, because here there's a lot of movement always. As you can see here, there's a lot of people, there's a lot of tourism, and there's music from the bars and the noise and people getting slightly too many drinks. So Poniente Beach is like more family style place, I would say, and that's where a lot of people are going for this type of experience. Mobility scooters parked here is typical because this is a place where a lot of people love to go. This is like a cafe slash restaurant, which is really, really busy. It's called Artigas 2, Artigas 3. Whew, there's 3 of them. Oh my goodness. Artigas 3, which is like a typical Spanish and Mediterranean, a little bit of international food. A lot of people like it, mostly older generations, by the way. For some reason, those who've been visiting Benidorm for years and years like this place quite a lot. And this is slightly quieter. Why? Because it's paid sunbeds. That's why it's slightly quieter out here. And middle of the Levante beach is always the quietest. So if you want to stay on this beach, but you don't want to go to the other one, but you don't want it to be too crowded, the middle of the beach, as this place right here, will be the less crowded one, as you can see. Only a couple of rows of umbrellas. All looks good, but the windstorm might arrive very, very soon. You can see it by the trees already. Do you think we can ditch it? And do you think maybe we'll be lucky and there's not going to be any strong windstorms here in the area this weekend? Let us know here in the comments. In any case, we will be here showing you all that's happening in Benidorm town. Don't miss it. And tomorrow, it's time for the parade.